EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? You're waiting. 5-9.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
From the 29, Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Saints first
Ready?
down.
95-56. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Here we go. Here we go. You got it.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 43.
X3, 218, chop.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Watch 36 to Mike.
On second and 9, Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like clockwork right now for them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Breeze. Buying time to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Jackson from the shotgun. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch.
Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. An even 90 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go, fellas.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Kill. Hey, Steve 6.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out. Check. 5. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the ground, this is Kamara. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards.
Ready? You ready?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
21.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. Pushing through the contact. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Roberts has it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 36 to Mike. What? QB draw. Bravo. QB draw. Mike 36. Line 36.
To throw, it's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
36. Line 36.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
36.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
He's got a first out and more inside the 30. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 41 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
48 months.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running with Kamara. It's a room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Switch gears. Check 99. Kill. Check 26. Check.
On the ground, Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
95-56. You're good. 4, ready. Kill. Check. 22 jet bomber.
This is Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Tighten down. There you go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
At their 48-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, Jackson. Snead's got it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Draw play. Ingram now. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, and thinking along with the offensive coordinator here, I think he felt like he could pop one big because the defense has been aggressive today. Instead, they figured it out and made a nice play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near mid.